Wordz.
We got King Rudy face. Hey, mom. Mom say hey, y'all.
Hey, mom. Not my mom.
So,
Hey to my mom.
so y'all having a good day though?
Absolutely.
All right. So, my name Nicole Wordz with the Words. Many may know me as Jasmine, but I go by Nicole Wordz on stage. So this is more of, I don't want it to be like Brin perform, Mike perform, Jazz perform, and so on. I want it to be, we're going to have a vibe to a conversation. I got questions. We're going to talk. We're going to laugh. We're going to drink our teas, waters, wines, whatever, something a little stronger, something, whatever, you know? So that's the vibe. So that's the vibe, all right? I've been doing spoken word since 2021. And I love it. This is really a full circle for me because as a kid, one thing about me, you ask my friends, family, I'm a very involved person. I done dance team. I was in the choir, chorus, orchestra, I didn't know it all. One thing I can't do, I can't dance.
You can't dance?
I can't dance. I cannot dance. So
you can't get it off.
You can't. And I can two-step. I can do like the little side-to-side thing, right?
That's my joint right there, little two-step.
And then I'm good, but I can't do that. So if you guys didn't know, I have a YouTube channel called Nicole Wordz Open Mic, and so where I perform and I put different stuff out, and I also did a video as well off of my EP called The Experience of one of my poems. So I thought, you know what, on YouTube I'm doing pretty good at it. So let's make it live. Let's try to make the open mic live. And eventually I want to bring it in person. So this is my way of stepping out of my comfort zone. And once I get the feel of this, I want to do an in-person open mic.
Period.
Yeah. So I have grown so much in my artistry. Eventually, I want to do more stuff. I want to learn how to I took the freestyling class. I want to do so much stuff. So that's just a little bit about me. Of course, and it's for everyone in the comments, in the comments as well. I don't know if you guys know what respect the mic is, but we're gonna respect this space. Okay, so all performing. Some people not used to performing. Some people are not used to sharing their artistry. So we're gonna respect each other. Hit the little like buttons in the little comments or whatever. Smack, clap, stomp, whatever it needs to do. But it'll lift each other up. All right. But like I said, it's gonna be a question type thing. Have a conversation. So the first thing I want to ask is, how does it feel to share something that y'all created? Like, how does it feel to share things y'all created? Took the time and effort to put in, and then you go out there and share it. How does it feel? I want somebody. I ain't gonna start it.
I'll start. So it really, for me, depends on what it is, right? Because I create so many different things. When it comes to poetry, I feel like I'm Superman flying through the clouds. Like, it feels amazing to share my poetry, right? But when it comes to like music I've produced, I'm a little shy, right? So like when I'm sharing, I feel nervous and like I love it, but sharing it feels so much different than something that I wrote. Or like if I painted something, painting kind of was in the middle, but like it really just depends on the medium, but always, I guess, low-key proud that I pushed it out.
Okay. I'm responding. Give me somebody up. Since we don't got the other artists, I'm going to add someone named Christian. He plays the guitar, so if you want to share something, you can, okay? So I'm going to add him in here.
Oh, me?
Not you, Mike. Hold on.
Oh.
There you go. Hey.
Hey.
All right,
What's up?
Hey, my name is Nicole Wordz. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
So we're going to be over here sharing our art. I know you play the guitar, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you want to play the guitar, or you want some poetry, whatever. We're supposed to have another artist on here, so if you want to stay on, you can. But just want to brand. And the question at hand is, how does it feel to share your art, share something you took the time to create it? And for brand, I definitely feel that when I share my art, it's like I feel like I'm in my purpose. When I'm doing my artistry, I feel like I'm in my purpose. I feel like I'm the shit. And if y'all didn't know, like, this is a full circle for me. I used to do everything. So me going back into writing my poetry, and I started writing because I was writing a book, and I wrote the poem in the book, and I was like, hold up, this shit is like, let me start writing. So I started writing. So it definitely feel good to me. It feel like, and you know, I learned to like, people don't like it. Some people may like it. Some people don't. That's not my problem. But when you know something's for you, you know.
Facts.
You want to say anything, Mike or Christian? No, Christian. Yeah.
I agree with you. I believe like building a foundation when it comes to art is a crucial thing, and it's evident that your voice ought to be heard. And it's just something in this world that we all need to hear, that, you know, and everybody needs to hear a sound. It's just one sound that is applicable, that is anything throughout this world. People need to hear your voice like extraordinary, because each and every individual has a gift at something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I felt that everybody has a gift, everybody has a talent. And if you're playing the guitar like Chris, you play the guitar, if you rap, sing, if you can do it, I think it's very important for you to share your art. Because if you don't share something you're good at, you're going to regret it later.
Absolutely.
And there's resentment in yourself is not a good thing, so you want to share your art. That's how I feel about that. Christian, how you feel about that, man? I think he froze. Christian, he froze on us.
I don't see him on my screen anymore.
He was on your screen?
He's not anymore, but I'm gonna answer the question while we find Chris. You know, like when you have something to share and somebody else in the room feel it, whether it's one person or the entire room, like you done did what you came for. Like somebody needed to hear exactly what you had to say or exactly how you produce whatever art it is. So like, it's always a blessing that I find something in every artist that I hear. Like they might do 10 pieces, but one thing stuck with me, and I was like, yo, I feel that exactly how you said that, exactly like that. So like everything needs to be heard.
Exactly. Okay, he's back.
There we go.
Christian, you got the question?
Yeah, I got it. So I'll make sure I get it. You say, how does it feel to share my art?
Yeah, like things you created. How does it feel?
Okay. Yeah. There's definitely no fighting. Just like the moment before I get on stage, or like the lead up to sharing it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of refreshing. You know, because like I like kind of like sad personal stuff. Be vulnerable. Do like my poetry, and then like so sharing that, like what I've written, it could be no fucking, but you know,
Yeah, I can't.
it's like one out of like I guess 20 people, one of them gets blessed by it, so like that'd be okay. That's okay with me to hear that and to be like, oh, that's what, you know, voice something that, you know, other people can't voice, to like put the words to them. Then then we play. I also play guitar, so like kind of a creative outlet, which is much needed for me, I guess. Just to get myself out there, to express myself through that. So, yeah.
I think that's beautiful. Yeah, but vulnerability, that is when you perform art, you are being vulnerable. But thank y'all for sharing that. So since I'm the host, I gotta kick it off. I gotta kick it off. I'm gonna stand up to y'all foolish friends like we in person, all right? I don't know if y'all ever been to an open mic or been to a poetry event, but you know, people sit in the crowd, so continue out the crowd or whatever, and I'm on stage, okay? So this point, I do want to say when y'all share your poems or you share your art, explain why you always my earring. But when you share your art, explain why you wrote it, what you was feeling, what does it mean? Because sometimes when you write a poem or when you write something, you understand what it means. Some people don't, and especially with people that like art people that draw and paint. I love people that draw and paint because I get the take on it, but then explain it. It's like, oh, that's what you mean, and I like it more. I'm like, I definitely want to buy it now. So this poem is called Nicole Wordz. This poem is about really being an itch. Like I wrote this one for a poem for a competition, but I didn't perform it at the competition because when I wrote it, I was hyped, and I was like, oh, I gotta shit is I posted on Instagram, and I was like, well, I can't perform it now because I posted it. People can't know what you're posting. I mean, you like to perform in a competition, right? So we're gonna do that, right? So this poem is called Nicole Wordz. They don't call me Nicole Wordz for no reason. I'll go through all seasons just to show you how cold my words can be. I'll share how I do it. Please allow me into your mind. I'm no intruder. I can get a little personal because I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit and I like my rhymes to stick. So show respect as I make a mess, regurgitating all the hate into lines that retrace my path into artistry, creating a space that don't tolerate no mediocrity, going head to head, creating challenges. Sometimes I can't even face me. Breaking glass as I got a new reflection to test. I'm flying high, I'm doing my very best. Where's my cape? I got a blessing to protect. Let me slow down. Wait, I don't take no breaks. What can I say? My brain and pen got a toxic relationship. When my brain say talk shit, my pen say how much it is giving diarrhea. Even the pens couldn't help. So watch your fucking step. You would never say Nicole left. I continue to write because it's my time. Even my right hand want to sniff these lines. So yeah, that poem is called Nicole Wordz.
Period. Wow.
Thank y'all in the comments. I wrote that poem from a deep ass place, right? I was like, I could have win this competition. That's where it came from. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. That poem is called Nicole Wordz. Also, I don't know if I stated, I do have an EP called The Experience on all major platforms, so check that out. So we have the next question is, what are y'all techniques when you're feeling in doubt? When other people are doubting you in your artistry or in your dreams, what are y'all techniques you use when to help you stay confident in yourself, make you feel like, even though you know you the ish, sometimes when people talk shit or some people doubting you, especially if you want to make this like a career, right? Because the norm is jobs and this and that, and some people may not see that, which is okay, but you have a different dream, you have a different type of mindset. So how do you stay in position on your path? I can go first. I can answer that though. Oh, you want to answer, Christian?
Yeah. So I kind of went. It's funny to say. I kind of went that like the beginning of the summer. Just kind of ask myself why I want to, like the why instead of like because like I know I'm playing my guitar in big stages, saying put up arenas and stadiums and stuff, but it's like just gotta take a step back and saying why. Just making sure like I have fun with it, that I like it, I love it. So I started that like at the beginning of the summer. I just do regular stuff. Whether it be like regular riffs, like in Logic or like on my laptop, with the guitar, or just write a line into, just kind of keep my creative juices and stuff going. Cause like writer's block is real.
Oh yeah.
So kind of just like don't want to do nothing for like a month or something. So like just take baby steps if I got to work towards like a bigger stuff. Cause like I don't want to just stay stagnant. Cause like that would turn to me doing nothing for like a few months, and time would be wasted and be unmotivated. So like, yeah, just finding out why and what I want, and just kind of just do small stuff, because that will snowball into bigger stuff.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, so yeah.
That's a good. I like that. I like that. So I remember that. For me personally, when I'm feeling doubt other people, because recently on YouTube, under the person that recorded my video, somebody said something negative, and for a minute it hit me. I was like, well, damn. But then I had to realize, like, hold on. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. So, because you're gonna always get negative comments. You're gonna have people, even if you know, when you get real big, everybody knows, you're gonna have people. Rihanna have negative people. Beyonce have negative people, and she is a huge, you know what I'm saying? So Michael Jackson, I'm sure, had negative people, but if you know what your purpose is, or you know what you want to do, and you know you have talent, and no one have to tell you because it's just feeling your gut. I get this feeling in my gut, and I know one thing. If I don't know nothing else, I know what I'm supposed to be doing. So if you know, then yeah, that's how I keep my doubt. And like you said, do small stuff. Like, you may not have nothing right now, but do something. Maybe go to a performance, because when I'm around people that perform, that motivate me. It's like, oh snap! Like when I went to a Jill Scott concert, I wrote a poem with that one of her beats and with one of her songs, you heard in the instrumental, that inspired me. Or when I see other people, other poets that inspire me, especially when I see they become real big. Because poetry is a known art, but it's not known for when it becomes super big, like a rapper or a singer. So when I see other artists and I actually meet them in person, and I know that everybody knows them, I'm like, oh, I know. So it's more so having a faith thing. I'm not really a religious person, I'm spiritual. But one thing I know, like, you have to have that faith. You have to have that knowing that, okay, this God, whoever you believe in, is going to guide you and put you in your path and keep you in your path. It's just a faith thing. Faith is really hard to keep, but when you know, you know. So that's my answer for that.
You know, I'll be honest, when you asked the question, my brain and my heart couldn't even comprehend somebody doubting my work, because so what? Like, I can't even see it, because I'm creating this for me. Whatever poem I'm working on, that's my favorite poem. And I don't care whose favorite it is or not. They ain't even heard it yet. But I know that I love this. And when I perform, I know that I'm up there for me. And so I can't even see anybody doubting me. And if somebody commented on anything that I made, I just delete it and move on, because like I'm John Cena. I can't see you. I can't see you. I'm so busy working. I'm so busy being in love with my own art. I'm so busy being in love with myself that, like, what is your hate? Like, how could you? You know what I'm saying? And, like, you got to just let people fall over themselves, and it's cool. You know, like, I know I'm doing what I'm doing for me.
And I like that answer.
Yeah.
I was very, like, confident. Like, I don't see you. What's hate comments?
What?
Like, huh? You said, anyway, I like the answer.
Yeah.
So that's, I like that. How you feel about it, King Rudy?
Like, yeah, so going off of the question you asked us as to, basically for me, like, as much more than anything, craft is like one of my most main components, one of the most key things that I always keep within myself, because since from the time when I was 13, I've always been drawing, I've always been singing, and I've always been dancing, even though I'm not that good of a dancer. But I started to pick up by 23. So by learning those steps along the way through my journey, and tutoring from person to person, and I always get instructed by one of the top most professionals, and that's how I learn to gravitate towards their work ethics, and I learn from them, and that's what it inspired me to grow and reach further on, and especially my capability of communicating among my peers, because I was that person of not communicating, like, back in middle school at that time, that I was ashamed to open up to people, because because I feel inferior, I'll feel insecure about myself. But as years passed on, now I'm 26, and then I'm shining the lights of something greater, something much better for myself, something even bigger for myself than myself.
Okay, I like that inspiration. I feel that. I really feel it, because people can make you feel it. I'm gonna say make you, because we all in control of our own feelings. But when it's constant, then we can get that way. But it's good that you've grown in that way. I think all could attest to that we have grown in a way to where we feel like Brent said, what hate comments the fuck? Like, okay, I don't see you. So I feel like we all get that mindset of like, okay, whatever, and keep going. Yeah, so I like that. So, y'all not in order. I don't have no specific person who's going. It's just, what I feel like. Let's see. Look at this paper. Even though it's only 3 of us right now. So not that hard. Well, y'all, like I said, I like art. I like drawing. I like people that draw. He looked up too, like, oh, he already knew what I was about to say. And this person draw really good. He drew me one time, and it was dope. Like, when I say he can draw, he can draw. Let's give it up for King Rudy, okay, with the art. All right, and like I said, get everybody your Instagram. And when you share your pieces, why you drew this, what it meant to you, and yeah. So you can go ahead and show your art and everything when you're ready.
All right, so are you guys ready for me?
Yeah, we're ready for you.
All right, so how should I begin? I don't even know where to start. There's many things I could say right now. All right. As you know, my name is Mike, and well, that's my real name. So like my artist name, I go by the name of King Rudy Creations. You can follow my Instagram official King_creation. So like I post a lot of my artworks through each and throughout, and then I'm gonna be posting more later on as the years goes on. And in me, a little bit of short, brief story, a little bit something about myself before I start presenting my work. And I've always been like a very, very skilled entertainer, and always like to educate and like to grow out and like to do stuff, and like to, when I see like play soccer, I always like to do a lot of stuff like that, because that's just mainly me, because I like to go out and meet the crowd, meet other individuals, to learn about their craft, learn about their history, learn about stuff like that, because I think that's really important for all of us as creative individuals that we all have to do. So like for me, this has always been a part of my life. And as you know, I'm Haitian. I came from a Haitian background. But yeah. So without further ado, I will present my works. Now the works that I'm about to present, I display a variety of mediums, going to color pencil, regular pencil, charcoal, and acrylic. One of my best mediums that I use throughout almost all the time is acrylic, because acrylic is so authentic and thick. And this is something that I will always use for the rest of my life, because it's a thick paste and it will stick to the paper. And so that way it will show out beautifully. So I'm going to show you the first drawing right here. This is actually not color pencil. This is actually charcoal pencil. And this is all done by just regular hands-on drawing. And this is one of my classmates that I had, and we were asked to do a sketch of another person in the class. And this is just one of the sketches that I did of her. Yeah. And this is the second one. This is a self-portrait of myself. Actually, somebody did a self-portrait of myself by me sitting in a chair, and then by them looking at me and paying attention to detail and all the features. And I'm looking at that like, that is amazing how somebody could get so much features into one piece of picture. And I could do the same exact thing, except mine will be done a little differently instead of formulated like that, and the way that, and there's edges and curves and the way that he does it. Feel me? So like that. And this is the one right here. This was all done by me. So like this one, we had a project that we had to do in class, and it was a still life project with basically it's like a tablecloth, where you presented like a tablecloth with a bunch of fruits. I believe it to be a pear, oranges, and everything like that, based of that nature. So we select a fruit bowl to draw for the class, and then this is what I came up with right here, and as well as the thing. So as you can see, as a little bit closer, you see a little detail and texture. So I spent probably about like 2 to 3 weeks on that.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it is.
I appreciate it. This one is actually not done, but I feel as though that I would explain this one. This one, as all of you guys know already, and that the artist. So like during around the season of my time when I got up in the morning, I'm like, okay, I need to draw something. I need to figure out what am I gonna do for the rest of this day. So I figured, like, you know what? Let me just draw a singer, because for one, I idolize him because not only one of the songs that I listen to all the time, That's Why I Love You or whatever song. It's that type of song. I think that's the name of the song. I'm not quite sure. But he was also on the show of Step Up High Water. So like this was like one of the pictures that it's not finished yet, but by the time the finished piece comes, then I'm gonna present it by the next time if we ever have something like this right now.
Well, we know what it is though. It's dope. You did good on the start of it though.
Say what now?
I said you did good on the start of it though.
Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you, Jeff. This is the tin can. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I started out, it was a little hard because despite like amount of shading, and you see like this, and you see a lot of silver going on in this, but it took me some time to get all the texture and details. This took me more than 3 weeks to do that, but I was able to get in all the features and the textures like that. And this was done by charcoal, all charcoal, a little bit of light pencil, and then I put an overlay of charcoal, and that's all you can see the details and the textures inside the tin can, and vice versa outside of the tin can. And as you can see, a little pre-shadow right here. You know?
Okay.
If y'all have any questions for me as I'm showing this picture, feel free to tell me.
Okay.
This is the cloth. This is a towel cloth. This is absolutely one of my favorites. This cloth was something like Superman. It's like a Superman cape. A Superman would wear. Like, so we all know that Superman has a cape, although that is not red, but it is black and white. But it at least paints a picture of a representation of what an actual cape looks like. So basically, it is a drape. But I look at it as though it's a Superman cape, because it would look as though like Superman had a long day of, fighting crime. And what he did was he hanged the cape onto some type of stool, which you don't see right now, which I'll have to add on to it a little bit later on. So
That is dope, man.
Very
That's
detailed.
my favorite piece so far.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate y'all. Please. I appreciate y'all comments. This definitely took at least probably more than 5 weeks. And as you can see, like, I'm very good on I'm very on how should I say this? More like space. I look at space when as I was doing this, I was thinking about space and time.
Excuse me.
Space and time were it's like a triangle where if you backed up, you see like a triangle going through, like a triangle, like a shape of a triangle piece. So that's basically what I started off at. So what I did was from the beginning, I draw a line of a triangle, different types of shape figures. So that way where I can put different figures like the couch, the picture frame, where I can put the vase, the TV, and everything like that. Make sure everything all is aligned. It was a class project. Mind you, many of the pictures that I'm showing you right now, they're all class projects. So all of this, and this is the tile, and this, and as I was getting a little bit better with the tile, you know what I'm saying? Not to say I'm an expert at it, but I can go a little bit more detail if I have to. But because for the sake of time of that class, because we all had to get out of there. Yeah. So, but I put as much detail as possible I could. So see what was going on as far as the table and the sand and everything like that going in space.
All right, that's dope. You're very talented. Like, you show me
As you guys noticed, the crease on the wall, so like that, I took a whole lot of time with that. This is another picture of a vase. You see a vase right there. It's much similar to the other vase that I showed you, which was the fruit on the side, but instead instead you see two glass cups. And as you guys noticed it, they're very, very reflective. And I could tell, like, I took so much time with that. That's probably like one of my favorite pieces that I've done so far in this class period.
Okay.
Like literally the best piece right here. Like you can see the cat shadows and everything like that. It's like so lifelike. So like I spent a lot of time on this. I really did.
You did, because it's very detailed.
So like the cat shadows and everything.
Mike,
Now
so
this,
we're gonna, mommy interrupt. So we're gonna go to the next artist, okay? Because time. We have a second session, okay?
all right. I'm gonna just pause right there. I may probably resume a little bit later on if y'all want to see.
Yeah, we have more time to come back to you, okay? Because your art is dope and I wanted to finish, but it's time. You have to, because I don't know if I told you, have a second session, okay? Because it's only 3. Instagram only have 4 people, and I'm the 4th person. So I was like, okay, let's break it up, okay? So
No, you good.
Okay, so we already kind of asked about confidence. So I'm gonna skip this question. How do you all think community plays a major part in an artist's success? And thank you, Mike. I didn't say thank you. Thank you for showing your art. It was beautiful, amazing. And you didn't even show me you showed me some of your art, but I didn't know you drew all that. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, how do you all think community play a major factor in an artist's success? If you don't want to do artistry as a career in your dreams, how do you feel like community can help you be successful?
They push you first. I mean, like, anytime I tell my friends I'm thinking about an idea or I'm working on something, you bet your bottom dollar in a couple days they're gonna be like, so how's that thing going that you told me about? And I'm like, dang, I actually ain't thought about it yet, or actually it's going like this. So like they keep you on your grind.
Oh yeah,
it's important to have people in your community that keep you accountable, but also like sometimes you just need people around that's gonna listen to your stories that aren't to share for the whole world, right? But just for people that's really close to me. Without my community, like I feel like I wouldn't hear as much poetry as I love that makes me want to go write some more poetry. I wouldn't have people around me that I want to send prompts to and I want to write with, So like community is for me everything, like everything.
I feel that because I always go, I've seen Brin at about 3 shows already, and she's in this group called The Circle. I've been to their stuff. And also, but I just been saying to myself, I'm like, you know what? I was driving one day and I'm just like, community is everything, because as an artist, and it's not just for your artistry, just because you just need community. You can't, everybody needs somebody, everybody needs that support. Like, because back to our original question, we got self-doubt, we got people talking stuff and talking shit and, being negative. But then you have that community that kind of reminds you, because my friend Mia, she's on here, and she always like, Jazz, you gonna do the open mic? Yeah, it was hard for me to do. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, oh my gosh. So I was like, okay, I would do it. And so I had a friend, family tell me, and I did it. And you need that push, because sometimes you just simply, period, you can't do it by yourself. So to have that person in your ear telling you, okay, you're gonna do it, you can do it, I'm sure you're gonna do great. And I've learned that no matter how many people show up, it could be one person. If it was only 3 people, if it's just us on this live, we gonna show out and we're gonna pop off and we're gonna talk, because you got to start somewhere. Somewhere your community, because we can just be, because y'all can just be my community, and we just pop off, and then because you want to take that community with you and support you, and that, and why have people to if you have people to see your growth, I think that's a beautiful thing. But have nobody see your growth and stay in your ear, it's kind of like, okay, you're doing it, but sometimes you're not going to want to do it. Especially if you want to do artistry as a career, especially if you want to do anything as a career. And something that's your passion and you love, yes, you may love doing it, but sometimes you ain't going to love it. Sometimes you're not going to want to do it. right? Sometimes you're gonna be like, I don't take this out. Sometimes I don't feel like making no content. I don't feel like writing. I don't feel like doing. I was gonna lay down, but then you realize, okay, you either lay here. Back to Christian said, you just lay here and month pass by, 2 months pass by,
Yeah.
or you get up and you do a little something, make a little video and post it something. So you need that community to whisper in your ear and tell you just a simple get up. Simple get up. Everybody don't have that community, but I think it's very important to have at least that one friend, that one mentor, whoever, family member, to tell you get up. That's
a word.
So that's the phrase for today. Get up.
Right.
That's the phrase for today. Is get up. Right. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that, because that's literally period. Get up. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. Christian, how do you feel about that?
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I put this. So I was okay. So I was out Thursday. Shout out to Moon Jam. Where a lot of musicians come and jam out. Yeah, we were outside on the Beltline 2 days ago, and it was like refreshing. It kind of the boost I needed. In a way, it's like I wanted to create, trying to create, but it's like I don't have thoughts, but I don't have ideals.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't know if that makes sense. Like I don't know. Yeah, because like I don't know what to create. I want to create something, but I don't want to create. So
I get what you're saying.
yeah. So I feel like just like the community of community of musicians too is like help me spark ideals. Because when we jamming, you just everything's like organic,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like this sounds good, or that riff sounds good, or or a musician might be better than me. And I don't take it like a competition. I take it like kind of like like you say, having a mentor. Like I can learn some from musicians. Yeah. Which has been great. Because coming to like, especially with like different perspectives, and like I don't know everything. Like I can take it like, this sound can go with this. So like this, I guess community of musicians really helped me to kind of put down, I guess, help me produce in a way. And I have a few poets like I say, their writing skills are on point, and like despite me like how like there's different styles, but like I gravitate to a few poets as well. It was like just taking pieces of each the poems, so like I can put that with this melody or this rhythm, and that can, and so it's like that. I guess, um, yeah, because like musicians and poets, of course, no, but my fault, yeah, but it was just having that, not just staying inside the house all the time, because like I wouldn't get like inspired or anything, but just having folks like that, and then I can like reach out to too. It's like, yo, I want to create some with you, or potentially like be able to have like those relationships, like to be able to do that. Like let's create something together, or like Brinwiththeepen say, like I got an idea and stuff. Just yeah, so like being out periodically, or sometimes every day of the week, depends on how I am. Just really just
Yeah, I believe in
keep
your
the
philosophy.
ideal strong.
I think it's important to keep your ideas going. What you said about like having a mentor. We said, oh, I thought I said it, and then you said the collaboration, like collaborating with people. I think that's important too. So make sure y'all. I know it's and I'm impressed, but make sure y'all the DMs. Y'all want to network or whatever. We're gonna do that too. Look, virtual don't mean nothing. Hop in them DMs and like, hey, what you got going on? Follow, like, subscribe, whatever. All right. So yeah, make sure y'all do that. But that is real, Christian. That is real. So yeah. The community is a really, really, really big thing. That love is everything. Even like you said, in competition, like you, when I see other artists, I don't think, oh, they're better than me. I'm like, I'm gonna, hey, how you do this? How long you been doing this? I'm gonna ask you. I don't care. I'm gonna ask you questions. So yeah. Y'all ready to move on? Mike, you want to sign anything like that, or you don't have anything to say? It's cool. Either way.
No, I agree with you there. I agree with you there.
So, wait. Now, I only remember what I said initially when I said, when my brain say talk shit, my pen say how much. So I know her brain be telling her to talk shit. That was so funny, y'all. Her pen say how much. So we're going to go with Brin with the pen, okay? Because I know her pen is on fire, okay?
Period.
And she's a poet.
Let me see this real quick. Can y'all see this, right? So this right here is a shirt. It says Brin with the pen. And that came from my community, right? My friends made a shirt for me. And like, you know, it's just, community is huge, right? So this piece that I'm going to share with you. One morning, one of my friends texted me, like, hey, have you written anything today? And normally the answer is like, yeah, of course, right? But like, sometimes people catch me off guard. And I'll be like, damn it, I haven't written anything today. And some days I don't write something, right? But like, when I feel challenged, I'm like, yeah, I need to try to write something. And this poem came out of my love for Drake. I don't know if it's any Drake lovers in the room. I don't know if it's anybody else waiting on for all the dogs, but I know I am. And so I wrote this poem because I was listening to just one of the albums, excited about the new album that's coming. And so this piece is called Champagne for Poppy. If you don't know much about Drake, his Instagram name is Champagne Poppy. It's been his moniker for producing for a minute now. But this piece is, it was inspired by all the titles of every album. Every single Drake album, all the titles. I put them in this piece. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
That's
Champagne for
actually
Poppy.
creative, very creative. So I'm ready to hear this.
All right. It's her loss, my lessons. Honestly, never mind, because my feelings you finessing. I was a certified lover boy right before you came around. I'm talking about a Scorpion King, hose was rocked out. I only wished for more life so I could write about the views. What a time to be blessed. What a time to strengthen the left. What a time to be alive and not know what's next. If you're reading this, it's too late to save me from love. And though nothing was the same, I never wished that it was. This is actually for you, so take care and I mean it. Don't thank me later because your silence is more than I needed. I'm so far gone. This poem is all you'll be receiving. With love, for all the dogs. Ben. And that's that piece. Obviously, there is a person that also I wrote about, but we're not going to talk about her. It's just it was a great poem, and there was some feelings that I was able to really get out.
Okay. You got another one, Brin?
Of course, I got another one. I don't know if you want me to do the other one right now or later. Okay, I'm ready. All right, so this next piece, I will talk about girls, right? So this one doesn't have a title, but I wrote this piece because I love women that aren't what they look like, or what you think they are. And the more and more I fall in love with women and myself, I just fall in love with the mix of both things. And so I hope y'all enjoyed this piece. It's not a title, so if you think of something, you know what I'm saying, like Lauryn Hill, you know, hit me up. All right. I like women that look like you. Tall, dark, broad, and the most delicate thing you'd ever touch. The nappier, the better. The darker, the wetter. The bigger her feet, the further she'll run. I like women that look like you. alternative, grungy, feminine, masculine, women that come in the room humbly godlike, women that respect their time, their body, their mind alike. I like women that talk like you, truthful and unapologetic, humbly confident, your words, humbly confident, your tongue cuts through feelings but restores energies. That mouth do sin, but it blesses niggas and prays for me. I like women that laugh like you, innocently full of life's pain, full and bright and loud and infectious and uncontrollable, revving up to level up the jokes, teeth, pretty little imperfect teeth. Oh my, oh me. I like women that respect like you. I like women that think like you. I like women that move like you. I like women that hustle like you. I like women that dance like you. I like women, but I guess I must, and that's that piece.
Okay, bring with the
Okay.
you got to say a little
Right.
bit. Like the other one burnt
I'm a
out.
lover girl. I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help it.
Okay.
Stop.
It's like that sometimes. I ain't gonna. Okay, well, I was about somebody too, but that's not our business.
Definitely was. You know what I'm saying? I had to unfollow her recently because sometimes you just gotta just let things go.
Right.
We don't
You
see all
gotta
that.
Right.
torture yourself. You feel me? Don't torture yourself.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Yeah. But I was
Yeah.
really good, y'all. And Brin, what's your Instagram? You said your Instagram?
My Instagram is Brinwiththepen, BRINWITHTHEPEN. Brinwiththepen, because I be writing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, you did good. Yeah, really good.
Writing on that last piece, you know.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, that sounds just like okay. So it's the last question. Maybe I may come on another one, depending on the time. What's your biggest struggles while pursuing your dreams? It don't have to be an artist. It can be anything. It can be a business idea. It can be school. It can be anything. What's your biggest struggles?
Procrastination.
Okay. Oh yeah, I felt that in my spirit.
Procrastinate. That's a big one.
Taking my time and not putting in deadlines. That's my first. Yeah.
That's the biggest one. Yeah, it can be.
Yeah, that's the first thing that popped in my head too. Is like I'm taking my time with this, right? Yeah. So.
Yeah, I
yeah.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, that's my first.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. My fault. I'm done.
I'm gonna say money. If I had all the money that I needed to make my dreams come true, to help me further my dreams, I would be out of here. Like I have so many ideas, I have so many thoughts, and if I had a little more money to really put it out there so the people could touch what's in my head and my heart, then everything will be a lot easier.
And I used to have that mindset, but then I realized sometimes because some people because they say you gotta invest your money into your artistry, for ads and stuff. But sometimes, y'all, I promise y'all, like I'm trying to put into words. Like sometimes things just work the fuck out. Like seriously, because you never know who you meet.
Yeah.
You never know who you meet. Like you can't tell me all artists we know. Like for example, all artists didn't have all the money at first. And sometimes they just had that time, and sometimes they just perform. And sometimes it's networking. You gotta network. And I think go back to faith, like, okay, you gotta have faith that it's gonna work out and keep performing. Because I haven't performed in a while up to this point. No, actually, I performed 2 weeks ago, and I was like, make sure I perform and get in front of people and put myself out there. Because go back to the community. Community have your back. Hold on, somebody's trying to get in. Okay, your community have your back. Community have your back. So sometimes it's really just who you know. And then sometimes we think that the more we have, the more we can do. But sometimes, you can work with what you have. Like, what I'm trying to say is, we can still use what we have to get where we need to be. Because running a little $5 ad, you never know who see that ad. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A little $6 ad, you never know. Doing something like this, you don't know who hop on this live. Exactly, divine connection. That's what I'm trying to say, Auntie. Divine connection. So, yeah, alignment, divine connection. You never know. So, yes, the money is very important. You need the money, but sometimes you can run $1,000 ad and nothing happens. So you can run a $6 ad and something happens. Like I had a friend, he was on Uber. He had a lot of money on Uber, but he had met somebody that did movies.
Mm.
And that Uber, it was cool. He was recording. He went to the studio, recorded. He met like several famous people before, like several famous people working with that person he just met in the Uber. So it's more so, yes, we need the money. Trust me. I know. Obviously, I need some money to invest.
Yeah.
I'm not taking that way. But sometimes you need that time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had recently just switched jobs. I'm like, you know what? I want to make this much, and I want this time, and I need to learn more structure. And y'all, I'm telling y'all, I am not a structure. When it comes to restriction, that's not me. But I need this, and I need this. And I end up making the money that I asked for, right? God gonna give you what you asked for. But I ain't got the time. Like, Mm-hmm. I need to backtrack. And the job I was making before, it was less, but I had the time to go to open mics. I had the energy to create. The money, I could have made the right running ads. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a balance thing. Mm-hmm. So that's how I feel about that. But as far as how pursuing my dreams, I would just say right now is my biggest struggle is my time, and more of a trying to get over, because sometimes you're your biggest enemy in a way. Like sometimes you're in your own way. So my biggest struggle is me.
Yeah.
Sometimes like, okay, I need to do this, but like it took me forever to just open mic. But it's going great, it's flowing, it's a vibe, you know what I'm saying? Everybody having a good time, smiling, laughing. You don't know. So sometimes you can be in your head, be your own struggle. Mm-hmm. And then like my time. Like if I had the time I had before, y'all, I'd be open mic, running around, doing creative stuff. But then like procrastination now. Sometimes I do procrastinate. That's my right. So it's more so it can be a lot of things. Money, not like I said, I'm not forgetting about that. Money is definitely it, because everything is just so crazy right now. And then you're trying to make sure a lot of things survival, make sure you're good, make sure you got this handle business, you're gonna do your artistry. But we all doing our best, and I saw your Ink Russo pictures, Brin. You got people going there. You know, you never know who's gonna pop up.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
You got a lot of people. I'm like, well, damn. Sometimes you got a lot of people. It's like your 13th show season, right? 13th coming up. So yeah. Make sure I go today, y'all. She be posting it. Y'all follow her, okay? So that's my mindset on it. I don't know. Everything's kind of spiritual to me as well. I learned that because you're worried about certain things not working out, but then you look back and I'd be like, damn, it worked out before, still here. Mm-hmm. And so I just be like, I just feel slow, just chill at this point, because you're not about to stress me out. So that's how I feel about that. That's how I feel about that. So yeah, what's your biggest struggle, Mike, as artist? You hear Mike? Can you hear me?
Wait, say that one more time. I'm sorry.
Struggle as an artist.
Patience.
Mm-hmm.
Patience and time. Going off of what guy with the glasses was saying. I believe your name's Chris, right? Okay. So yeah, so patience and time. That's just that's one of the most biggest pet peeves of launching of what I need to do, as far as one of the biggest struggle is to at least go to the next step of the process of my greatness, and as far as the creative aspect feel,
Mm-hmm.
So
I feel that, especially patience for me, because you want it to happen now. You want to be successful now, and that's okay. I get we all in our 20s. Guessing, I don't know our age. I get 20, late 20s. We get all, but it's all good. And so I get you want to work out next. I was like, damn, I'm 25, but it don't matter. It don't matter because it works out when it works out. Because some artists made it when they're 30. And it don't matter, but when you get there, when you make it, you're going to enjoy it. But also, you want to enjoy the whole thing. So when it comes to patience, it's hard, but you want to enjoy the whole thing.
Yeah, the journey up to it too.
Yeah.
Like the process. Yeah.
The whole thing. The whole thing, when it's bad, when it's good, when you don't have people at your events, when you do have people at your events, be grateful for all of it, because everything has a positive and a negative. So you want to have all of it, because if you focus on the positive all the time, and then when that comes, you're gonna be like have a fit, like patience comes in place. So it's hard.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard. Like patience, like okay, wait. But that waiting, I think with the patience part, we focus on, okay, we're waiting, focus on what's happening, because where you are now is where you wish you was being. Somebody told me, and I hear it a lot, when you are now, and you wish you was here 2 months ago, and you're here now. So it's like pay attention to the smaller goals and the steps. So yeah. So that's a word tonight, y'all. I don't mean to start preaching tonight, y'all. Girl, I grew up in a church. I grew up in church, y'all. So,
I did too.
That's all right. We don't mind.
Right.
So, last person. I know, Christian, you want to play guitar for a bit?
Yeah. So I can see some or?
Huh?
What was it? Is it wait? What? Okay, my fault. What you say? What was the question?
You want to play the guitar?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
We got like 5 weeks or something. The next show started at 8:15, so we go 8:20. So you got time to play the guitar, and I want to hear what I heard some of your stuff already, but you know, everybody see your stuff.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me. Ooh, that's real quick.
You could give us a piece, Nicole, while Chris gets set up.
Okay, so
Bless us real quick. Bless us.
Okay, I'm gonna sit down this time. Okay. Let's see. There's no time like today. You know, or maybe not. Surprises are the best. My people can attest. Cruising the lines of insanity. Sand is in me. Trying to stay calm, asking God for some advice. Like, do I need sacrifice? It startled on a cross, most high was soft. Fly like a dove, no longer cuffed. No cage, demons I slay. Not a slave, can't endure pain. Mind playing games, can't stay sane. Reaching for goals, but I ain't looking for fame. And escape, a safe space. Some fucking way. The book I quote. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Read the script, give great tips, speak the truth, no fibs. Oh, so help me, God. Already cried with a smile big as day, seen from miles, never going away. There's a way maker, the creator, gotta face it to faith it. No hopscotch, count your steps, father leader, cause that's freedom. Now listen, name is listed, VIP victory in process, cause this is due process. I'm proof, case closed, stay woke, amen.
Period.
That poem is called A Poet's Prayer. I wrote that poem when I was, it's kind of going back, kind of just going with the flow and chilling, having faith. Because I was like, look, at this point, God, you got it. Because at this point, but that's when I thrive more, when I give it to God, or Most High, whoever. I give it and just let it flow. Because if I handle it, I'm going to stress the hell out. So I'm tired of stressing, so I'm gonna walk away. So that's why I wrote that poem. And then that's what that poem.
Yeah. I did. Yeah.
Thank
Can I hear it?
you. Ready, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay.
We hear you.
Can I hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Big gang. Might try to just I see you on the right. Much love. Okay.
That's how y'all play a guitar, y'all. Electric guitar. I know that much. Y'all, I tried to play the guitar one time. You did really good, Christian. That was hard.
Thank you.
That was hard.
Thank you.
I tried to play the guitar one time, and I couldn't because I'm left-handed. So I felt discriminated because I was in middle school. I'm like, and they won't let me because I was left-handed because it's, you know, doing a certain way. It ain't really how nice. So, yeah. But Christian, you did really good. Really
Thank
good.
you. Thank you.
So really, like I said before, we have the other show that started at 8:15. For the ones that's on here, IG Live only lets you have 3 people at a time, including the 4 people at a time. So I broke it up. So we have 3 more artists coming, 8:20 actually, but 8:15 I wanted to get on and make sure everything is good. Do anybody have any events coming up that I love? I love to go to events because you know events and businesses. In the chat, if y'all got any businesses or the audience, my little audience right here, y'all got some businesses.
Right. Yeah. So I jam out with creative musicians, like I say, Moon Jam. We're gonna be at the Old Fourth Skate Park on the Beltline Thursday. You can check out their page. And I'll post it on my in my IG stories too. You can follow me at ITS Christopher H. It's Christopher H. I'll definitely be there. I know throughout the week. And yeah, we just jam out in the park in the Beltline Thursday. So yeah.
How long you been playing the guitar, Christian? I meant to ask you that.
Over 12.5 years.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, it's there. I can tell. So I believe it now.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm actually message you because I can't find a pen. Our artist, but I ain't got no pen or pencil. Yeah, but I'm going to write. I'm like, damn, I got a computer though right here. So I'll message you and get that information from you. But I don't have, well, this is my event, all right? So I ain't got nothing coming up right now. I don't got nothing coming up right now. But
it's up right now. It's up right now.
So I'm going to think about, if I think of something I want to do, ideas, I'm always thinking of something dope to do. So I'm definitely working on putting those things more into action. Because, you know, ideas turn into reality. So, yeah. So, if y'all want to come hop in the comments, or I don't know, I think it's called the comments, right, y'all? When you at the bottom. The comments is or join the other session, y'all can, as far as like reviewing and getting their Instagram and getting other artist stuff. The next one I have, I ain't gonna tell y'all yet. I'm gonna wait till they get on my table what I have. But yeah, so if y'all obviously follow me because y'all on here. But YouTube, follow me on YouTube, Words_by Nicole. I'm on TikTok, Words_by Nicole, same thing. So yeah, I continue to do art, write, draw, paint, dance, whatever y'all do, if y'all heart to start tap dancing, y'all motherfuckers start tap dancing. All right? All right.
Okay.
Yeah. You make sure you get you a left-handed guitar too.
All right. All right. I am. And I'm gonna take pictures. I'm gonna send it to my old teacher. What?
Period.
Yeah. All right, y'all. But thank y'all for hopping on. I'm gonna set the vibe for the next group.